Hi, I'm Dan Millen with Livernois Motorsports. I've got a 1995 Mustang here. I can't say this is the car that started it all. What this was very close to one of the cars that started the whole tuning world and craze for aftermarket tuning, in my opinion. So this car came in, it made some pretty low numbers in today's age. It made 166 to the wheels. That's pretty low. Back in the day, this was actually a pretty fast car, having that kind of power. But we did some upgrades to this car, so we ended up doing, it's still got the stock short block in it, but it does have the Edelbrock E Street heads on it, a Ford Motorsports B303 roller camshaft. This was the cam to have back in the day. It's still a pretty nice cam in my opinion. It runs really good, it idles really good. So we're gonna go ahead and do it. We already did all the mods in this car, it's already tuned. We're gonna go ahead and show you the dyno video, and we'll come back and show you the results. It's actually pretty impressive. It's cool to do a car like this here. I'm excited about doing it. It's a really old PCM. There's not a whole bunch of stuff to change in it. Challenging a little bit, but let's watch the video. We'll show you the results. Okay, so we ran this car. Before I told you this made 166 to the wheels stock, lower than most 4-cylinders today. I probably think almost all of them that Ford makes. This thing picked up a lot of power. It's only naturally aspirated. It's not supercharged, so you're not, you wouldn't think there would be, today's day and age, you do some bolt-ons, car gets you 20, 30 horse naturally aspirated. This car is a little bit different. So with all the mods we went over before, it's got the E Street heads, B303 camshaft. It does still have the stock intake, I didn't tell you that before, and the stock throttle body. It does have a bigger mass air meter. So there's probably a couple things we could do to this car to still make it better than it is today. So let's look at the graph real quick. Super impressive. It's 100 horsepower gain. That's also peak to peak on this car, which, like I talk in a lot of my videos, peak to peak's a big deal, right? But a car like this, I'm just gonna pick a number, let's call it 5,500. What kind of power increase do you think this thing has there? And it is crazy how much power. And we'll stick the cursor at 5,500. And it looks like it made 124 horsepower there before, 120 something. And then today it's 250, so over 120 horsepower gain. We'll stretch it out a little further, closer to the RPM rev limit when it was stock. And we're gonna look at 5,800. It's got 100 horsepower, and today 247. That's pretty crazy. I don't think you're gonna do that to any of the cars that are made today that's naturally aspirated doing some bolt-ons, unless it's a crazy race build or race engine in this thing. Anyway, another thing about this car that most people probably, I think most people will appreciate, but the sound of the B303 camshaft, it is super cool. So hang on one second, we're gonna start this thing up, you can hear it run. So as you can hear, this thing sounds killer. It's like you're back in the late 80s, early 90s with this sound. The smell, the sound, it's cool as hell. Anyway, thanks for watching our videos. Click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.